What's up, everybody? We just got what appears to be the first real leak for the upcoming 2019 Archives event, but in addition to it, we may now have reason to suspect that something strange could be going on with either the Archives event or the 2019 Anniversary event, which will follow it. This is Master Ian Gamer, and let's get into it. Now, a few hours ago, the Reddit user Hector Evil made a post showing that the official Play Overwatch website page for the Archives event had been updated with brand new 2019 dates. What we can see here is a screenshot saying that the event will be running from April 16th to May 6th. Unfortunately, by the time I came across this update, Blizzard had apparently fixed the website so that it no longer had the updated dates, but thankfully a number of people were able to nab screenshots, thus proving that it was at one point showing these dates in particular. Given that this is on the official Overwatch website, it is very safe to say that this is an official leak, and thus almost certainly isn't the same sort of fake Photoshop stuff that we had with the previous leak, which was supposedly showing off the new achievements. Now, another thing you may have picked up on from looking at this screenshot is that despite it having the brand new 2019 dates, it still has the old Retribution logo. Retribution, of course, was the 2018 event, so does this suggest that 2019 is just going to be the same Retribution event again? I don't think this is the case. Honestly, it's a bit strange to even consider how the dates accidentally leaked on the website like this. If you ask me, I think there's actually a pretty good chance that this was an intentional leak by Blizzard to start getting people hyped for the new event. I mean, the timing of it happening right when Baptiste released seems a little suspicious, if you ask me. I do not think Blizzard is above accidentally, quote-unquote, leaking things to get people hyped, and the fact that it was suddenly updated and then, real quickly went down, but with just enough time for people to nab some screenshots, that definitely makes me think that there's a strong chance that Blizzard did this on purpose. And as for why they didn't change the logo, well, maybe they just didn't want to leak whatever the new mission is just yet. Or if it was, in fact, an accident, it could just have something to do with the design of the website, maybe whatever system they have in place that causes the web page to update just didn't change both the logo and the dates, it only changed the date for whatever reason. There's a lot of different possibilities behind why it could have happened this way, and I don't think it's necessarily indicative of there not being a brand new mission. I do still think there is definitely going to be something new, because out of all the events for Blizzard to focus on as getting a major new content update, it would definitely be Archives, since it's by far the most popular of the events, and the devs themselves do seem to really care about focusing on this event and using it to tell stories about the Overwatch universe and its characters. But I do definitely think we're going to be getting a new mission of some kind, so I wouldn't get worried about that, at least not just yet. One last really interesting thing though that stuck out to me immediately is the dates themselves specifically mentioned here. Now, in my original Archives 2019 predictions video, I talked about how I was expecting the event to start on April 9th, which is of course the second Tuesday of April, which is the same day that we've seen it start in both years previous. This would make sense, as then the event would be able to come to a close before the end of April, and thus space it out a good bit from the Anniversary event, which will be starting in late May. However, with the Archives event starting on the 16th and bleeding into May all the way to May 6th, this only gives us like a 2-week downtime between the end of Archives and when we would expect the Anniversary event to be starting. This is really strange. These events have always been very close to each other just by the nature of when Anniversary takes place, which of course you can't really change when the Anniversary is, it's based off of when the game first launched. So to have them even further close this gap down to only 2 weeks, that's really interesting if you ask me. It almost makes me consider if we're gonna see something really unique end up happening, either with Archives or more likely the Anniversary event, to the degree that they feel comfortable keeping these two events this close to each other. Now, last year I made a video that was quite controversial where I talked about the idea of not getting rid of the Anniversary event entirely, but changing it to where the Anniversary event was more of like a small, maybe like a mini event-esque esque celebration that they might have a couple new skins and something little special going on, but otherwise they shift the majority of the content from the anniversary event into a different event which starts in June. Now this different event would have much of the same sort of cosmetics and I guess the same sort of general non-specific theme that we saw with Anniversary, but by shifting it into June, it would better space it out between Archives and the summer games. Since while we do have the luxury of having Archives and Anniversary super close to each other, and that's exciting because we get two events essentially back to back, that always had the downside of a massive gap after Anniversary before we would get summer games. So is it possible then that Anniversary and maybe even the rest of the events going forward into 2019 are going to be different in some way? After Anniversary, we will be into the 4th year of Overwatch at that point, so maybe this is suggesting that we are going to see some massive changes when it comes to possible events in the future. Again, this is purely speculative off of this rather strange shift in when the dates for Archives is, and we very well could just be getting Anniversary at the same time we had it last year, and then Summer Games again at the same time we had it this past year as well. And there's definitely no guarantee that anything radical is going to end up happening other than just a week shorter downtime between Archives and Anniversary. It could be as simple as that, but I always like getting speculative and considering what the heck might be going on in the future and what Blizzard might have in mind for us. Either way, we do now have the official dates for Archives thanks to this leak, and I would love to hear your thoughts about all this down in the comments below. I imagine that just about everybody is excited for the Archives event, but do you think there's any possibility of something different happening with Anniversary due to these different dates? Let me know, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and share it with a friend if you really liked it. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit up the bell to never miss any of my future Overwatch content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.